Today we're making the not Cuba Libre, but it's kind of its like Latin cousin. So there's that.
Welcome to Combat Cocktails. I'm Derek. That's Ian. You are watching Tequila Month here at Combat Cocktails, where you're going to like and subscribe to the show because we're going to be making the Batanga,
which is basically a version of a Cuba Libre.
Exactly. So, if you're into Cuba Libres or you wish they didn't have rum because you're not a big fan of rum, this is your answer, of course, unless you don't like tequila.
How can you not be a big fan of rum?
I don't know how you can.
Well, some people are just fucked in the head. So
Yeah, we can't all be perfect.
Can't all be perfect. So, the perfect ratio for this recipe is going to be 2 ounces of Reposado. You can use Blanco. What are we using? Did you already do that yet?
Nope.
Okay.
We're going to use Repo.
Let's use Repo. 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, topped with coca-cola, and you can salt the rim if optional. I'm not gonna, if optional, it's optional. I'm not gonna salt the rim because salt doesn't really work for me that often, and we're gonna straw this up, so it makes sense. I'm using some refreshing Mexican Coke because what would a Batanga be made with American Coke and that high fructose corn syrup BS? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe poop.
Okay. I was going to give you an answer that was wise ass, but I couldn't think of anything, so we're good.
There you go.
So
You gotta, I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you damn kids.
You have to whistle.
So you could build it over here if you don't want to do it behind the glass.
I'm a secretive type of motherfucker.
Secret
So.
Asian man.
I used to think that was secret Asian man.
Yes, I remember that. We had that. That was one of the questions of the day.
Misheard lyrics.
Yeah.
Toto's Africa. I always thought it was.
There's
There's nothing that 100 men on Mars could ever do.
Oh, it makes sense. Because even one person on Mars can't breathe. 100 of them. Yeah, it's
This is
real.
not twisty.
It's legit. I have a thing over there. Things to say. So first, you should go out and buy yourself some alma tequila because I mean they're partnering with us for the entire month. So why wouldn't you want to help them out, help us out? Plus, on top of which, it's the official tequila of Combat Cocktails because we like it. And here's the funny thing: these guys actually, first off, there's no other brand that I've worked with that tags other people in videos and shares my stuff. Like a brand that actually cares enough to share my stuff.
I've never had Mexican Coke
Really?
before. Yeah.
That's weird.
Why? I don't live in Mexico.
Neither do I.
We haven't.
So, if
I
you're...
don't know if you know this, but
It's rare that I think you guys are more worldly than I am,
Well, you better now.
but now I've learned my lesson.
you know you've been schooled.
So, if you're watching this on Facebook and you see Tommy tagging other people, that is Alma doing their job, showcasing Combat Cocktails just because they want to.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, and I've actually never worked with them in a business standpoint before. It's just usually kind of like hanging out and being cool.
That's good.
I know.
That's the best kind of relationship.
I know.
The organic type.
I like organic.
Organic.
As opposed to organic? Fat?
Orgasmic.
Oh,
Those are good too.
I thought we were going back to the fat joke.
I'm
Those relationships work.
kind of. I was surprised I had to lead you there.
I am also surprised.
I was
Maybe I
thinking-
didn't have enough caffeine.
I was thinking that was your wheelhouse or igloo.
That's my igloo. You'd have to be
Slide
watching
whistle.
a live stream for that one.
That ain't bad.
It doesn't taste like a Cuba Libre though.
No, it doesn't. Tastes like a Batanga.
That's not fair. No, but it's got...
It's 'cause of that
The
lime.
Coke is subtle. Yeah, it's the lime.
Yeah, it's the lime.
Even a Cuba Libre doesn't have too much lime. Maybe a 1/2 ounce. I usually would do a 1/2 ounce, but
Normally, when
usually
it's Cuba
squeeze.
Libre, you take a lime wedge and you
Squeeze
squeeze
on
it,
top.
which is like maybe eighth or a quarter.
I think it's probably a quarter, and it's
a lot less than that.
lost by the time because it starts at the top, and maybe you eventually get to. This is kind of more integrated.
It gives it a little bit more balance.
It's
When in
got some
Mexico,
bite.
ask about the slide whistle suck.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
I thought it was natural.
It has a little bit of like it has some salty nature on its own. So
Just because of the tequila, I think.
yeah, like that salty. It's got the lime. It's got the agave flavor.
I wonder if that salty thing is like a mental suggestion. Like so many times you pair tequila and salt together, where you're doing like the
But I
tequila
don't.
shots or margaritas or something,
Yeah.
and like you just mentally think tequila and salt. So I'm wondering if
don't
that
know.
salty flavor, despite the fact that there's no salt in here, is more of a mental suggestion.
I think it's part. I would go the opposite. My argument, and I have no science behind this, but my argument is that.
Well, let's hear it out.
The flavor, the taste profile of a lot of tequilas has like the salt, the black pepper, the white peppers, the spiciness to it.
Okay.
The all the type of different spices, not just hot, but that made people go, you know what should do? Why don't we be redundant and add more? It's like, why would you add orange liqueur to orange juice? They do, right? It's like, it's got some salty nature to it. We should add salt to it. It's got a little limey, citrus, fruity nature to it. Let's add some.
Well, salt also has other properties when it comes to a drink, in negating bitterness.
As long as you're not rimming. I mean, when you're rimming it like they do with the margarita, I don't think that's built there to do that. The way we do it, when you add the like little saline drips, and we're thinking.
If you're doing science behind it, it's one thing. If you're doing just the flavor thing behind it, it's another.
If you're at Buffalo Wild Wings, they put salt. They're not like, yes, we're thinking
it's because everybody else does it.
Right, exactly. And I don't like the salt kind of falling in this. This has enough of that flavor profile to begin with. I don't think I'd want to damage it with more. You want to damage it with more?
I want to test. I'm not going to damage your experience.
Okay. Oh, you're going to put it in your mouth and then shoot it? Lick it? You're going to do the college kid thing? Like DJ?
You got to lift your shirt up.
I mean, I don't know what that was. I just got a weird, like, in my nose. It was like I snorted something other than salt. I don't know.
I don't know, but that was pretty funny.
Hours. I don't know.
So what did it do besides that?
It didn't. I don't know.
It's still in your mouth, so you should be able to do it. This is also, by the way, Alma is a small batch, double pot distilled. So if you've watched our videos,
it's the second distillation I'm tasting then.
Yes.
That makes sense.
If you're watching if you've seen our distillation video where we talk about column versus pot, and vodka typically is column, rum could be a blend.
Right. And
I don't know if they do.
They tend to get more character out of the pot distillation.
Yes, you get a lot more flavor, and you also don't get this high proof as you do.
It tends to be a less efficient process.
Yeah,
which leaves more. The column distilleries. Yeah, because you got to do more to get more the same amount of product out.
Right.
But you also get those residual imperfections that add the flavor profiles.
Right, the things that people complain about with vodka, the flavor.
Right.
You get more of that. And if you watch the video I did on the 7 facts of tequila, an agave plant takes 8 to 10 years before you can harvest it. So if you throw a little seedling on the ground, you're waiting 8 to 10 years before you can even get to a Blanco stage.
Right.
You know, and that's
just to get the peanut before you even distill it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a distinct reason why tequila is more expensive than vodka. However, there's a balance because Alma and there's some other brands out there too that have realized, hey, we don't have to price things way up here because we're super extra exclusive. What if we brought tequila down to an average level? It's not going to be $9.99, but $28, $30, middle 40s for some of the more expensive stuff. Not this. This is like 120, I think. But to kind of like balance it out and go, let's allow more people to experience good tequila. Maybe that draws them away from that impression that they get. Like, tequila just makes me get headaches and it's bad and blah.
Sounds like a alcohol-related economics class. Because you're talking about
supply
and demand. You're improving the demand by like improving the supply.
That's brains. That's smartness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing that just.
DJ would know all about that because I remember I took a class in college. I took the micro and the macroeconomics course in college. I still remember that. That was 20 years ago. Must be really fresh in DJ's head.
You're pretty old.
Getting there.
20
you got a couple years on me though.
Whatever.
It's always going to be that way.
It's always going to be that way. You can always call me old and I can just look at you.
Not if I murder you. Then I win.
You'll still be older.
Yeah.
You'll be older.
If you murder
He
you.
has to murder you.
Then
Maybe I should get a shirt. I might always be older than you, but you're going to be dead.
Sooner.
Well, I'm probably going to be dead sooner, but you don't have to murder me. It's okay.
With that,
Yeah. On that positive note,
there's a coupon code for Austin Drinks down below. It's called Cinco 18 for May. Cinco de Mayo. Tequila month.
Wait, is it CINCO 18 or is it 518?
CINCO 18. That's why you look at the pop-up.
Okay, look at the pop-up.
Yeah. Or in the description someplace.
He's not mixing his languages.
No. You can also click down below to head over to Alma's website, which is almadeagave.com. You can also click here. There's a bartender starter kit, and then there's 2 videos off to the side. One's going to have tequila, and it's going to have a lot of tequila. Tons of tequila cocktails to consume your day. Not all at once. We're teaching you how to drink, because that would be bad for responsibility, right?
It's pro level.
Bro!
Work your way up to it.
Tequila challenge, all the recipes in our playlist.